Ain't no future in your past, chosen. See, I gotta say that. I gotta set the frequency of the laugh. Ain't no future in your past. What you looking back for? Yeah, that's what happened when you get in the midst of change. It get a little hard. But that don't mean it's gonna stay hard. What you looking back for? That's what they want you to do. That's what they counting on you to do. They counting on you to look back. Yeah. Because see, first of all, they ain't think you would make it this far. They ain't think you would have the courage to keep moving forward to begin with. Yeah. Ain't no looking back. You done came too far.
Yeah, I'm about to expose every lie they done told, like how they trafficking kids and why they ain't got a soul. They feeding off our energy, trying to destroy the globe. They got weather control, they even making it snow. But we can't run from it, gotta grab it by the antler.
For those of you who are in dire need of like a spiritual bath, you need your crystals for some form of protection, make sure you getting at me. Yeah. Hit me up at PAYIamawakened@gmail.com. That's PAYIamawakened@gmail.com, y'all. Okay? The time is now. I too myself sometimes find myself thinking like, dang. You know, I find myself down. I'm not exempt. I want y'all to understand that, bro. I'm not exempt for this. I'm living and I'm experiencing this as well. I'm going through it with y'all. That's why I'm able to come on here and I'm able to give you a message that you can relate to. Yeah. Okay? But I want y'all to know, ain't no looking back. I want you to understand, ain't no future in your past to begin with. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no future in your past. Let that sink in, man. I want y'all to drop that in the comment section below. I want y'all to say, ain't no future in my past. Yeah. Because ain't no future in your past. Ain't no need to look back. That's why it's the past to begin with, y'all. Understand that and understand that to begin with. Ain't no need to look back because ain't no future in your past. Y'all drop them nads up like in the sharing. I want to start this out with the right spiritual energy. I want to say peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, peace to the high vibrational beings, peace to the spiritual guides, peace to the ascended masters, and peace to my spiritual team and the Most High for giving me the strength to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. I love them. Y'all already know what time it is. Yeah. Ain't no future in your past, chosen. See, I gotta say that. I gotta set the frequency of the laugh. Ain't no future in your past. What you looking back for? Yeah, that's what happened when you get in the midst of change. It get a little hard. But that don't mean it's gonna stay hard. What you looking back for? That's what they want you to do. That's what they counting on you to do. They counting on you to look back. Yeah. Because see, first of all, they ain't think you would make it this far. They ain't think you would have the courage to keep moving forward to begin with. Yeah. Ain't no looking back. You done came too far. Drop that in the comment section below. I done came too far. I want y'all to say that, man. Because a lot of y'all done came too far to keep looking back to see what's backed up. You see what I'm saying? What you looking back for? The same shit that was happening before you kept going forward is the same shit that's happening back there. That's why you left it in the back, and that's why you call it the past, because ain't no future in your past to begin with. Yeah. Understand and understand that. Y'all better wake up and realize that, man, it hurt us sometimes because like I was saying yesterday on the live for those of you who was following me on YouTube, it hurt us sometimes not to look back because we used to what's happening in the back of us. Yeah. We used to what's happening in the back of us. So we constantly want to look back because we so used to that feeling. That feeling is something that's usual. That feeling is something that we used to. Understand that. You know what that feeling about when you go back there. You've been dealing with that feeling for X amount of years. That's why you keep turning around and you keep looking back there. But I want you to understand that there is no future in your past. Ain't no need for you to look back. Your spiritual team calls you to move forward for a reason. Yeah, now you got to stick it out. See, it's going to be hard because guess what? You ain't used to change anyway. You've been afraid to change this whole time. But now that you've been forced to change, you feel me? You want to run back to what you used to. Julie Ramos say, I'm completely changed, man. Y'all, yeah, look, man, I want you to understand, bro. It get tough sometime, y'all. It's gonna get tough. That's a part of the struggle. See, I want you to understand, bro. Perseverance is a beautiful word. And you want to know why? Because perseverance means to fall and to get back up and to keep going. See, that's what life about. It's about falling or having the ability to fall and get back up and keep going. And that's the situation that you in right now. I hear a lot of people, they come to me, bro, and it's they love life that's affecting them the most. Some people don't want to move on. They don't know how they going to move on. Some people sad that the other person moved on. They don't know how they going to move on from the fact that the other person done moved on. And that's them constantly looking back. Constantly longing for that feeling. Yeah. You have to recognize that when you see it and say, hey, look, man, the past is the past for a reason. I'm going to keep it moving. But that's the main issue. That's the main issue. You have to understand, bro, your next test will be after you moved on from that relationship or after your spiritual team done broke you up in some way, form, or fashion. And when I say a relationship, I want y'all to think from a broader perspective. I don't just want y'all thinking about the person that you lay down with every night. I want you thinking about your friendships. I want you to think about your brothers, your sisters, your mothers. Okay. I want you to think about your co-workers, because all of these people that you encounter or you're connected to in some way, form, or fashion, you have a relationship with them. Yeah. So if the Most High and your spiritual team is causing you to move on from one of those relationships, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a partnership, whether it be your sister, your brother, your mother, whoever it is, okay, or co-workers or a job, they're causing you to move on for a reason, because that spirit saying, look, I got something better for you. I need you to keep moving forward. Yeah. You learn what you need to learn right there. Back there. Why you stuck back there? If you keep moving forward, you can understand that I have something better for you. Y'all like it up, share it, drop them down. I'm trying to make you understand something. So while it may hurt, yeah, recognize that feeling so that you will know after you heal from that feeling that that's something that you don't want to go back to. Yeah. Because like I say, when you work on something like that and you do the shadow work, and let me touch on shadow work because somebody asked me over the phone when we talked, okay? They was telling me, like, you know, they want to get deep into shadow work, but they don't really know what the shadow work is. I want y'all to understand that shadow work is something that's it's not a hard thing. It's not a hard thing. Yeah, it may be hard because then you have to deal with some of the things that you tucked away. That's the hardest part, because, you know, some of the things done hurt y'all so much, and myself too. When it comes to doing that shadow work, you don't even want to dig in and get down to the nitty gritty of it. You don't even want to ask yourself that question again, because you don't want to go back to the whole remembrance of that situation. It hurt just that bad, because some of y'all got some deep, deep wounds that, look, you just buried away. And when they come up, it never happened. And yo, man, you would rather argue somebody up and down that it didn't happen rather than to deal with the issue at hand. You see what I'm saying? And see, that's what shadow work is about. Shadow work is asking yourself, why? You know, then once you ask yourself why, how do I get over it, and actually doing what's necessary to get over it, right? And I go back, because I always tell y'all, this is what you call raising your frequency. So let's just say if you were one of the goddesses and you grew up in a situation where, you know, you had to be in an uncomfortable situation. Y'all know what I'm saying? Where you were touched in places where you didn't want to be touched and had to do things that you didn't want to do. Okay? If that's something that you holding on to, man, you need to forgive that person for doing that to you. You need to forgive yourself for allowing it to happen, because oftentimes we blame ourselves for some of the things that's happening in our lives. But, you know, in certain situations, you were manipulated in some way, form, or fashion. Allow yourself to be forgiven for that. Yeah. Because, see, you have to understand, that's lowering your frequency to the point of what? That's what you're attracting. Because when you get into the law of vibration, you understand that everything vibrates at a frequency. So we have to vibrate at a certain frequency in order to attract whatever it is that we want in our life. Now, you wondering why you getting all of these men that's aggressive and that remind you of that situation that took place. Y'all drop them hands up. You see what I'm saying? Because you're attracting that to you. You haven't let that go. You see what I'm saying? You vibrating at that frequency. So every time someone gets aggressive with you, it just triggers you in some way, form, or fashion. Yeah. You got to allow it. You got to say, man, even if you got to go up to somebody, man, and say, look, man, I forgive you for what you did. You know what you did. I forgive you for that. You know what I'm saying? With the understanding that you're not forgiving them for them, you're forgiving them for you, because you blocking your blessings. You can't attract somebody that's going to love you the right way or that's going to treat you the right way because you haven't forgiven yourself and that person for what happened to you. Yeah. It get deep like that. So when I say doing shadow work, it's actually going within, right? That's what shadow work is about, addressing those situations that you tucked away deep within inside yourself, and not just acting like you address. Man, if you can't be real with yourself, who you gonna be real with? Yeah. If you can't be real with yourself, who you gonna be real? You have to be real with yourself first. You see what I'm saying? You have to admit that you have issues, that you have things going on with you in order for you to be able to deal with those things first. If you ain't being real with yourself, then ain't no way you can be real with anybody else. So once you can be real with yourself, you can say, hey, that happened to me. You know, I forgive you for that. I also forgive me for that. I really mean that, right? I'm dealing with that. See, I'm working on healing myself. This is a part of my spiritual journey. Going within myself and healing myself of the things that took place, whether it happened in my life now or happened in my life in the past, y'all. And I'm just addressing this right now, y'all, because somebody asked me to address it and I told them that I would. Okay? That's what shadow work is about. Going in, dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it to the forefront. You see what I'm saying? And then recognizing it. I say recognizing it because that's the most important thing that you could do after doing your shadow work. You can recognize that. You see what I'm saying? So that when somebody else is coming towards you in that same energy with those same intentions, you will be able to recognize that and you will know I've healed from that. I don't care what it is. I've healed from that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going through that again. I've already healed from that. And so that's what shadow work is, y'all, in a nutshell. See, a lot of people got to go to therapy to do those type of things. But see, can't no therapist, you know, change you if you ain't already willing to change yourself. You have to be working on self first and foremost, and then yourself is going to change you because you're willing to do it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, but ain't no looking back, y'all. I want you to understand, y'all, people were being tested just as you were being tested in every situation. Make no mistake. It's people that stumped on your toes, y'all, that got down on you, and they knew that they was getting down on you. They knew the possibilities of what could happen behind them getting down on you, and they still did that. What are you looking back for? We are in a season where you need to rule over your heart. Allow your mind to rule over your heart, because sometimes your heart will get you in trouble, chosen. Your heart will get you in trouble. And see, you have to understand, people know that you are a nourishing person, so they attract to that. They're going to run to you because they know in some way, form, or fashion, you're going to try to come protect them. You're going to try to help them because it's in your energy. You see what I'm saying? And see, a lot of people recognize that, and they chose to try to take advantage of it in some way, form, or fashion. I keep telling y'all, we living in a demonic time. That's up to you to really know. But we are living in a demonic time. Why do you think things are happening the way they're happening right now? None of this is not by coincidence. It's the energy on this plane, y'all. So with that being said, you have to be in your season to where people just gonna have to know that you big dog, bro. And I'm sitting down here to do something. That's why I'm blessed and highly favored, okay? And if I see any red flags within you, I have to move around, because guess what? You know, I know who I am. I know who I am. That's how I be feeling like, bro, I can't get comfortable around everybody, man. I can't say everything I want to say around everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because I know who I am, y'all. And that's big facts. And some of y'all got to know that when you moving out here, you just got to say, man, look, I know who I am, and I can't really be out here kicking it like that, letting my hair down. You see what I'm saying? Really out here, you know, just saying anything to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Trying to vibe on a certain frequency with them when I know they ain't on that frequency anyway. They already plotting and scheming on me. They don't like that I'm blessed and highly favored. You see what I'm saying? So you got to move in a whole different light. You got to move in a whole different light. Because you ain't just anybody. And that's big facts. But if you looking back, I want you to understand you're looking in the wrong direction to begin with. You ain't got no business looking back in no situation. Keep moving forward. See, the thing is, you know, we get caught up in the tendency of asking ourselves why people ain't getting their karma, because we don't recognize that they are getting their karma. It may look good on the outside, but on the inside, it hit different. You see what I'm saying? You thinking somebody ain't getting their karma, the whole time they really is getting their karma. It just look like that because you on the outside looking in. They may be going through it. You thinking like, dang, this MF done did me so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Then they moved on. They still vibing in life. No, they get their karma. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? Some people just wear it in the form of honor. Some people try to go scout other people so that they would share their karma with them. You see what I'm saying? So, for instance, if you put a motherfucker out, they end up homeless, and that being their karma. Let's just say that. You see what I'm saying? And then they'll go get somebody else to go lay up on and live on. That way they can share their karma with them. Now their problems in some way, form, or fashion is becoming their problems because they're laying together, they're intertwined, and they're a couple, they're moving in one unit. You understand what I'm trying to say? Julie Ramos say, I know who I am and what I'm capable of. Yeah, and that hit different too. When you know who you are and what you're capable of, man, that's what people get mad about. But see, the problem is, a lot of y'all allow other people's opinion of you to beat you down to the point of where you don't want to get up and keep going. And see, that's stopping you from succeeding anyway. That's the first thing that's stopping you from succeeding. That's the first thing that's stopping you from keeping moving forward, is that you value the other people's opinions too much. You care about what people think about you. Yeah. So you could never really fully step into yourself because you value what other people think too much. It may be something that's going to put you in a good situation, but because you care about what people think about you around you, who are not even thinking about or on your level yet, you don't do it. You don't even say it. You don't even mention it. You don't want to move forward because you're too afraid of what other people going to say about you. You see what I'm saying? That's the sad part. That's why a lot of people don't accept me. I want to be cool. And the only way I'm going to be cool is if I fit in with everybody else. They got them kicks, I want them kicks. They got that outfit, I want that outfit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to go get no different outfit. I want what they got because that's what's popping right now. So for you to do anything outside of that, it's going to make you, an eyeball. And you're afraid of it. So, like, you have to get out of that, man, if you want to move forward, man. I tell everybody that. Get out of there. Stop caring about what people think about you, man. You see what I'm saying? Allow them to live their life, man. For those of you who keeping it moving and you feel like somebody got over on you in some way, form, or fashion, allow them to keep moving forward. I guarantee you they're going to get their karma because it's universal law. See, the sad part is a lot of people don't believe that they getting it. They don't believe they get their karma. This is how hard-headed they is. They'll be going through something and they can't recognize the reason that they going through whatever it is that they going through is because they came for you. So they keep going on about their life and they just thinking like, dang, why is everything going so bad? The last thing they thinking about is you and every other motherfucker that came along and they done screwed over in some way, form, or fashion. You feel me? Somebody say fitting in syndrome. Yeah, that's big facts, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Why would I ever try to fit in when I lead the pack? That's how I always felt. I feel like we all have our stage of trying to fit in, feeling like we want to be a part of the crowd. We moving like, but no, I feel like it's rare for some of us to outgrow it. Everybody ain't gonna outgrow that stage, man. This is why people are caught up in that cycle I always talk about, because they never outgrow that stage of trying to fit in. And this is why we grow up and our mind never develops. That's what it's all about, y'all. They put you in these circumstances so that your mind will never, ever begin to develop, because they know if they put you in a broader environment with more opportunities and things like that, if they gave you fresher food, fresher water, they already know that, you would thrive. Your brain will work different. They know that. Why do you think they give you a diet? Think about that, man. We go through our lives, man, and we allow these people to give us on a diet. They gave us a whole food chart, y'all, on how we should eat. They told us we should eat 3 times in the rising. Thanks for the start, Lamar P. Lamar. They told us that we should eat in the rising, y'all. Then they gave us what we should eat. They say y'all should eat 3 times a day. You should eat in the rising. You should eat in the evening. In the afternoon, because that'll be a lunch. And then you should eat at night. That's 3 times. And then they told you that you need to eat before a certain time because your shit stop moving at a certain time. Your digestive system ain't moving the same. But they gave you a whole meal and told you how to eat, y'all. Imagine that. You think your ancestors needed a diet plan? They knew what they weren't supposed to be eating. They was connected to the plane of planet. They ain't need nobody coming along and say, hey, yeah, we figured this out already for ourselves, man. We done came along, man, and we came upon what plants that was able to grow. We was able to grow. We was able to eat, what plants would heal us with, what plants we could take out into the water and use them to lava up with, so on and so forth. We already done came to that thought process. We don't need y'all coming along and disrupting the way we eat, because little do you know, especially when I get into the now eat the beans and the now eat the guys, I want y'all to understand, like junk food and stuff like that, you ain't supposed to be eating that stuff. Me, myself, because I eat it too. You're not supposed to be eating that stuff, bro, because that stuff tears up the inside of your lining. That shit worse than like eating meat, to be honest. Because of what it does to the inside of your stomach. That is not your diet. You're not supposed to be eating like that. You're supposed to be eating along the diets of my. It's a certain diet that you're supposed to be eating. And then you already know, your digestive system ain't even made to even eat meat. That's why you don't have fangs to begin with, because you didn't need meat. You didn't need to try to tear your foot off. And when we think about it, you have to understand, should we be eating living flesh? Let's ask ourselves that. You yourself is living flesh. Imagine you eating living flesh. Just sit down and really think about that. That ain't nothing. You got to go read a book and go to school for somebody to tell you, or have somebody sit down in front of you and tell you that you know you ain't supposed to be eating flesh. That's cannibalistic in any way. Look, I'm going to tell you, bro, like, you are flesh yourself, and you going out and you're digging into other flesh with your teeth and eating that. Like, that's common sense to me. We ain't supposed to be doing that. That thing bleed like I bleed. It got guts in it. It got an ass and shit. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? It pisses. Okay? It lays eggs, so on and so forth. It basically has a digestive system just the way I do. It bleeds like I bleed. Everything. Why would I be eating this? I know I should be eating plants. That's flesh. When you kill it, it's dead. It's no longer alive. Why are you eating it? You see what I'm saying? It's no longer alive. Imagine that. You eating a dead carcass, man. You feel me? Nothing is alive. So this is why when you eat plants, you eat fruits and things like that. This is why you see your body start to heal, because guess what? It's alive. It's actually bringing nutrients to your body when you eat it. When you eat these things, you're healing yourself with every bite. They know what they doing, y'all. And see, we don't even stop to think, man. You can't even go in the grocery store nowadays, y'all, and get a meal that's healthy for a decent price. They overtaxing, y'all. Like, it's more expensive to go in the store and get a healthy meal than it is to get a pack of hot dogs, some bacon, some pork chops, some chicken. Bro, it's going to cost you more to go in there and get you a meal, put you a meal together made out of all vegetables. Unless you go to the frozen section. But if you want your stuff fresh and organic in some type of way, bro, you finna pay an arm and a leg trying to go in there and make you something to eat. Look how the system's set up, y'all. They don't want you to be healthy. They know that. They're like, man, bro, make that shit expensive for the ones who do, find out that they can't heal themselves through their foods, right? They won't be able to pay for it because it's so expensive. Yeah, and see, this is why the ones that's not working, we don't want them to have food stamps in any way, form, or fashion. Because guess what? If they ain't working and they ain't got food stamps, then they can afford to really eat healthy. They can afford, you see what I'm saying? Because they got some money to be tucked away. You feel me? But for the rest of them, we don't want them eating clean, because if they eat clean, then who gonna be running in and out of our, our hospitals and going to our pharmacies and paying all of these hundreds of thousands of dollars for? Man, you have to understand, bro, it be little small stuff. Like asthma pumps, y'all. Them pumps, man, they be like $300 for them pumps. $500 for them pumps. And with inflation, the way inflation is right now, I can guarantee you them pumps every bit about like $600 right now. $500-600 just to get in hell. And this is something that they telling you that you need. They saying this is detrimental. Oh, but we ain't gonna give it to you for free. If you can't afford it, then you just gonna have an asthma attack and fall out. You see what I'm saying? We ain't giving it to you free. But at the same time, we're giving you the things that's causing the asthma at a cheap price. You see what I'm saying? We're giving you the things that causing you to have the asthma at a cheap price. The meat you eating. I got a lot of these fleas over. Everything we're giving you is cheap enough for you to, get this shit. Sharita Lionheart Scott can say it's sad. Really, it is sad. It is, y'all. But I just say we just got to wake up to the fact of that, y'all, and we got to start back, Really, I just feel like we have to take ourselves away from their program. That's the biggest thing that we could do. A lot of people don't even realize that they program. They just feel like they more so blessed because they got a house. You know what I'm saying? They got a job. They got nice cars. They refrigerator full. They ain't worrying about no bills. They think they blessed. But I'm going to tell you what blessed is. Blessed is being able to go get your own property, start your own land in some way, form, or fashion. Not having to pay for the house, but actually, if you have the techniques, being able to build that house on your own. You see what I'm saying? That's what, you know, we consider blessed in the terms of that they tell you it is in the dictionary, right? We ain't talking about the fact that it's cursed, but that's what that is. Knowing how to actually get your own water or set up a filtration system for yourself that can run into that water and ensure that that water is clean and that there is no extra heavy metals added to that water that could possibly poison you because that's your own self system. And if it is that way, you can actually go in and fix that because you know it's something simple. It's something simple that you need to do in order to keep that filtration system going through. That's filtering that water for you to drink, for you to bathe in, for you to do whatever. That's really being free, y'all. We got to break away from that. We ain't got to go get rah-rah silly for them now. We just got to wake up and say we ain't partaking in it no more. We ain't going to school no more. We ain't sending our kids to school no more. We ain't going to your jobs and working for you no more. You see what I'm saying? This is a free land. We came into this land. None of us asked to be here, or did we? You see what I'm saying? It's an experience. Why are we doing this? Who made it this way? Who said you had to come down here and have all these responsibilities? Sharita, thanks for the stars. Who said I had to come down here and have all these responsibilities? Ask yourself that. I apologize, y'all. My lips getting a little dry. But yeah. Who said that? Who made it a fact for you to have to come down here and have these responsibilities? You should be able to go off and on a piece of land, y'all, and if ain't nobody inhabiting that land, you should be able to go and build on that land. That's your right. You feel me? But that's true freedom, y'all. I don't have to pay for nothing because, look, next to that house that I done built up with the filtration system that's running the water in where we could drink and bathe in, I got my own little garden out there. And I'm doing enough for me and my family to be able to make it through the winter and everything. See, a lot of our ancestors, man, they ate meat, but they only ate it during the winter seasons. And they honored the animal by eating the whole plant. Animal, excuse me. They honored the animal by eating the whole animal, y'all. They only ate meat in the wintertime majority of the times. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, you know, we're going to have enough, whatever we need out here, we're going to do what we need to do in order to make sure that we have harvest for the winter season. If it is winter, because we know at one point it was no winter on this planet. Latrice Williams say, we have to think way, way, way higher. Yeah, that's big facts. But we have to break that system. That's what we have to do. We have to break that system. We have to break that train of thought. We have to awaken from that spell of sleep that we are deep in a slumber in. That's what we have to do. See, in order for you to awaken, you have to first realize that you are asleep, that you are under a spell first. If you never come to that realization, you will never, ever awaken. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know what's happening to them. You done lived 50, 60 years of your life, and you just now coming to the realization, or you don't even know right now, still at this point in your life, that this is a whole program. This is why you come out, the PUSSY, okay? And then when you about 5, 6, they put you in kindergarten. You go to preschool, you go to kindergarten, all the way up until you turn about 18, you in school. So you done had about roughly 15 to 16 years of indoctrination. You've been taught roughly for 15 to 16 years on how to think, how to move, how to talk, how to act, how to feel, so on and so forth. It's a system. And throughout that whole process, they training you even more to go to school and to work, to continuously work, not think outside the box, because we know who's over the school system when we get into the Rockefellers. And we know what Rockefeller said. He said, hey, look, I'm not trying to build a world of leaders. I don't want a world of thinkers. I'm trying to build a world of workers. We don't need more thinkers. We need more workers. That was the whole reason that the school system was put in play to begin with, because they needed to build people to get into their businesses that they built up in order for them to make more money and to slave you. That's what school was about. That's why you don't really get the real education and everything leads up. It teaches your ass how to count so you can go in and count that penny, count the items when they come in. Whatever you got to do in terms of count, all that's for them. It's not for you. You don't get the real knowledge. That's why you don't get credit in school. They don't teach you about credit. They don't even teach you about the law because the law is, look, the whole law, the system is it's a business. You going to jail is a business. Why would they teach you the law? How they going to make money? Everybody that's held in, look, for everybody that's in a jail facility, that's X amount of dollars in there, especially if they in there for X amount of time. Then they getting these funders that they not totally using because they feeding people like SHIT inside of these jails to begin with. So, but they're getting funded food to keep these inmates fed at least 3 times a day for the ones who can't get money and family. You see what I'm saying? So that's extra money that's coming in. All of this is a business. That's why they ain't gonna teach you law. Why would they teach you law? You done went through 18 years of school, bro, and you mean to tell me they ain't teach you nothing about the law? They ain't taught you no credit. You see what I'm saying? They ain't gave you money management skills. You see what I'm saying? If you getting these type of techniques, this considered to be extra curriculum. You got to go outside of, a school to learn how to manage your money, to learn how to manage your credit. You see what I'm saying? To learn how to run a business. You got to go out and do this on your own. And then I can guarantee you still being half-stepped. Because, look, they're going to make a loophole for everything. Saying that's like dog food. Big facts. Yeah, the mindsets have to break, Latrice Williams. That's big facts. The mindset has to break. You got to change your mindset. That's how you win. You ever notice, man, the one to get up and go work a 9 to 5 every day, man? This is the one that's living check to check majority of the time, unless they have a real good job. Now, it is some jobs out there that can put you in a position, but guess what? You're going to be working so hard, you ain't going to have time to spend the money. So you won't be enjoying your life, and you won't have time to spend the money. So you're going to have some money, because outside of paying your bills, you're going to be at work slaving. And half the time you ain't at work slaving, you're going to be asleep at the crib. You feel me? And you're going to do this all the way up until the age of about 65. Okay? Now, the average lifespan is about 75. So they giving you 10 years to go live a vida loca if you make it up to 75 to begin with. If your body is still the same to begin with, because you ain't been doing nothing to keep your body strong along the way. You just been waking up inside of that system the whole time. Waking up, drinking coffee, going to work, eating lunch, talking shit, swallowing spit, going home, making lunch for the next day. This is what you doing. Some of y'all out there lifting heavy parts, steady pushing that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got all type of pain in your hand from steady squeezing machinery all day. And so for the ones who do a little further work and you go a little further in terms of, trying to get the education, your training and molding, you can get a better job. Yeah, you done learn something that can put you in a position to get you a better job that's going to make you about maybe, a figure, 6 figures. You might get $100,000 job, $200,000 a year job. All the while, you ain't nobody inside of the job thinking about, I can take this information that I'm learning and make my own company. I can create my own company with what I've learned. I take about 10 individuals out here and we can create our own company. Ain't nobody thinking like that. You see what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just getting it to you like, bro, it get real. Like they know what they doing. It's a system that you're being placed into when you come through here. Your energy is being used to keep this reality going for somebody. Okay? I want you to understand you're not supposed to be kept here. After you served your lifetime and you came back down here, you're supposed to go back up. Then you're supposed to go through what is known as basically reviewing, which is a reviewing of the life. Okay? Sharita, thanks for the stars. You're supposed to be going through what is known as like a reviewing of the life, okay? And this is what they would consider to be like a modern day judgment day. But once you make it up through the 7 levels, depending on how you transition, because some people do transition at such a fast rate, they don't even know that they transition, so they still lingering around on this plane of planet. You see what I'm saying? And some people just don't want to leave. They be stuck here, okay? A lot of people who transition due to depression and things like that, they're stuck in the first one. And they have guys just trying to encourage them to uplift themselves so that they continue to go back up to the point of where they're either going to get reincarnated, you see what I'm saying, in this plane of planet, or they're going to go to another reality. You should have that option. But see, the fact is that somebody is stuck here. They can't leave, y'all. They can't leave. So what they're doing is they're recycling your energy. So when you transition your energy, that energy that's within you, and if you somebody who don't know that it's the energy within you, man, you got to be the dumbest MF that Jesus died for. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? Because it's something that's in you that's allowing you to think, talk, move, to process, so on and so forth. It's something outside of your brain that's in you that's allowing you to be able to see things from your eyes view. Okay? You see what I'm saying? When you transition that energy that's in you, when it goes up, what they do is they gonna have it sit there and then they recycle it right back out. Thanks for the stars, Sharita. They recycle it right back out and you get a whole nother vessel so that this world keeps running. Because these entities, these energies that's in here, y'all, they can't get up out of here. You have to wake up and realize that. So if you leave and you go on and this world fails to exist, then guess what? They can no longer be here. Because your energy is what's keeping in this world functioning. So now what they're doing, they've created a whole system basically to make you think and move a certain way to create the reality in the shape that they wanted to. And how did they do this? They put televisions in your home. What they did was they told lies to your vision a whole while, right? They made you think that you should be chasing this. You need to have this type of money. And in order to get this, you need to have this type of job. You need to be doing this type of career, so on and so forth, right? And what they did was they put it in place where it was a monetary system. They said, hey, if you don't work, you don't eat. You're going to live on the side of the streets, even if we allow you to live on the side of the street. So guess what? Now we have a system in place. We have an upper class, we have a lower class, and we have a class that fails to exist because people walk past them on a day-to-day basis and they don't see them. You see what I'm saying? This is how they put it in there. We programming them through the televisions. And we've been doing this for years and years and years. Now we've got so smart that we can got them to even listen in through their television, through their phones and so on and so forth, because everything is smart now. Everything is smart now, y'all. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything's smart. How you think they know how to market to you and things like that? Because they listening in to you. You telling your phone how to market to you. You feel me? This why when you got them talking about, I want to go fishing, I need to find me a nice spot to fish, man. I might need to go get me a nice old fishing pole, maybe some nice little high duck boots to walk in the water. Then you scroll up your Facebook, 5 minutes later, they showing you the duck boots. They done gave you a nice place to fish at. They got you a nice little reel for a decent price on there because you're telling your phone how to market to you. Yeah. They've already made you a consumer. You a bottom feeder to them. You like Pac-Man. You see what I'm saying? That's who you are. They put you out there and you eat everything up in your way. That's just big facts. You eat up everything in your way. And like I gotta tell people, like, we so stupid. A lot of us don't even realize, bro, and I wouldn't even say myself, so I ain't gonna say a lot of us. A lot of people don't realize, right, that even the food in the store is fake. None of this stuff is fake. You going to McDonald's, all that stuff fake. Them chicken nuggets you eating, that ain't no real meat, man. That's pastry. They put it in the oven, it blow up. This would be the same thing that they would tell you that they'll be giving the astronauts. And when the astronauts need to eat, that's what you getting when you go to McDonald's. Pastry nuggets. Even the food in your grocery stores ain't real. If you ain't in the upper echelons and you ain't a part of a certain bloodline, I want you to understand you are not eating real meat. They got the real meat. Use your common sense. How are they able to keep every store, not only in America, but in the world full? How is that possible? You think it's that many animals out here reproducing? Y'all better wake up, man. Like, come on, bro. This is, man, look. Everything, bro. This is, man, look. It's over with. It's been over with. Yeah, what's kind of say making people lazy? Sharita say making people lazy, most definitely. But yeah, y'all. I came on here to give a message, as always, I ain't come over here with my notes, so I got a little bit off. I want y'all to understand, though, man, look. Bro, ain't no looking back. What are you looking back for, man? Like, yeah, people had their opportunity to treat you the way that they needed to treat you. Okay? And that ain't even just for people. But I see it a lot with people, man, because, you know, a lot of y'all, when y'all call, when y'all make y'all orders in, we kind of chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to a lot of y'all's story. But see, the fact is that a lot of people want to look back. We get caught off guard because we feel like, man, the people who we love the most ain't loving us. And that's a different type of hurt. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's your children, when it's your brother, your sister, you know, the people that you know that you love the most, man, it hurts you a little bit, you know, and you start to feel like you alone, man, but you're not. First of all, you got to get outside of that mind state. And you just got to keep it moving. The Most High don't want you in that, you know, he don't want you or that energy. Ain't no need for you to be in that energy around those people. All you got to do is keep moving forward. And I can guarantee you, he going to put some people in your life that's going to be more like family than the ones that you thought was family. They'll be willing to go to bat for you. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to keep it moving, man. And with that being said, man, look, man, y'all make sure y'all get over to YouTube, man. If you haven't already, get over to YouTube and follow me on YouTube at I Am Awakened, because we over there every Tuesday. We over there every Thursday as well, y'all, and every Sunday, okay? So make sure you get over there and follow me on YouTube. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I Am Awakened _Starseed, y'all. And if you need them crystals, man, make sure you hit me up at PAYIAMAwakened@gmail.com, y'all. Leave your name and your number. Make sure you leave your name and your number. It's a lot of y'all that reach out, and then when I go to get in contact with you, I can't get in contact with you, okay? Because you ain't leaving your name and your number. So if you really want the crystals, and look, make sure when you call them, man, you know that this is what you want, man. Because whether y'all believe it or not, I got a lot going on. I am trying to get the store up. You know, I've been out talking. I met somebody today that's going to do a little work for me in terms of a few things that I want to put on the store, on the site. Because like I tell y'all, this site ain't going to just be metaphysical. Okay. If you somebody that love and, you know, and support me, and you want to support me, but you just don't want to do it through the stars. I know a lot of y'all tell me that. You're going to be able to go over to the website. I'm going to have little things that you can buy, like little cups that'll say little things. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have things that it's going to be like little t-shirts over there that you can just come over there and you can support, you know. And with that being said, man, I just want to leave y'all as I can. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashay.